The battle lines are being drawn on Capitol Hill tonight concerning legislation over police reform. President Trump is engaged in a battle of his own this evening, the effort to keep a new book by his former national security advisor off the shelves. Tonight we're learning some of the sensational allegations within that manuscript. Chief White House correspondent John Roberts has details tonight from the North Lawn. Good evening, John.
Brett, good evening. The former ambassador John Bolton's book has not been released yet, may not be released if the Department of Justice prevails in court, but already it is topping the bestseller list and is the focus of repeated broadsides from the White House. As the Department of Justice fights to block the release of John Bolton's new book, The Room Where It Happened, leaked copies of the memoir reveal Bolton believed the impeachment inquiry should have gone beyond Ukraine to include President Trump's dealings with Turkey and China. Bolton says the president's deal with Xi Jinping to buy U.S. agricultural products was all about re-election, writing the president was, quote, pleading with Xi to ensure he'd win. He stressed the importance of farmers and increased Chinese purchases of soybeans and wheat in the electoral outcome. President Trump insists China would like to see him lose the election. And of the Bolton book, the White House says it should never see the light of day as written, insisting it is filled with classified information.
Former National Security Advisor John Bolton should know all too well that it's unacceptable.
In the book, Bolton also says President Trump was willing to intervene in investigations of Chinese and Turkish businesses, quote, to in effect give personal favors to dictators he liked, adding, quote, the pattern looked like obstruction of justice as a way of life, which we couldn't accept. Bolton accuses Democrats of, quote, impeachment malpractice. The book is set for release June 23rd unless Judge Royce Lamberth, a Reagan appointee, buys the DOJ's argument that Bolton never fully complied with his agreement for a pre-publication scrub of classified information.
We don't believe that Bolton went through that process. It hasn't been completed, the process, and therefore he is in violation of that agreement.
President Trump was also watching the action on Capitol Hill today as Senate Republicans, led by Tim Scott of South Carolina, outlined their efforts at police reform.
Too often we're having a discussion in this nation about, are you supporting the law enforcement community or are you supporting communities of color? This is a false binary choice.
Among other things, the Justice Act would include enhanced use of force reporting to the FBI, restrictions on chokeholds, track no-knock warrants, and commissions to study policing and race. Democrats said the bill doesn't go far enough, but Senator Dick Durbin drew fire from Scott when he said this.
Let's not do something that is a token, half-hearted approach.
I don't know what he meant, but I can tell you that this day, to have those comments again hurts the soul.
Durbin later apologized for the comment. The House Judiciary Committee today went through the process of marking up the Democrats' police reform bill. It is scheduled for a vote on June the 25th. The fate of the Senate bill is much more uncertain. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell today urged Democrats to work together with Republicans. But, Brett, there's not a whole lot of time for negotiation between now and the beginning of the 4th of July recess.
John Roberts live in the North Lawn. John, thanks.